as it'll be the Buffalo Bills take a long... Strap in. This will be a good one. One-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Stroud looks to throw on the first play. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 9 yards on the game there, and it's going to bring up a tough 3rd and 7. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they will be led out by their 6'3" cornerback.
And when you watch Kenny Pickett play, you see a young man who got better every season in college and really blossomed in his final campaign, took his game to a new level, and made him a first-round pick in the NFL. He's the type of kid who can beat you with his mind, beat you with his arm, and occasionally with his legs. A tough, skilled performer. Kenny Pickett, he's got some moxie to him.
Second down, here's Pickett. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. A first carry for Tyler Algier. And he's going to have a Bills first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. When you look at this defense, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game is sky high. In fact, you'd absolutely be stunned to come away with a loss.
Pickett's throw complete there to St. Brown. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
They'll throw again with Pickett. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Now Pickett. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bills first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Algier going straight ahead. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Pickett. That's to Schoonmaker, the tight end. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Looking to throw, Pickett. That's complete to Dobbs. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Trying the left side with Algier. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Chris Olave. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And, Charles, you see the numbers for Amari Cooper last week. 5 catches, 89 yards.
And that was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit. And this is a guy that defenses have better focus on.
2 yards on the pickup there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Stroud to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they get him down. But number 4 takes it across the 40-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down.
That was a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a 1st.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. He finds Smith and Jigba. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
Now Stroud. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And some oohs and ahs from the crowd as he jukes his way forward for a couple of yards. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 8. Stroud. And that one almost intercepted. But it's incomplete. He had space in front of him if he had held on. But instead it's 3rd down. A shotgun snap to Stroud. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Thanks to his effort, they now have a big choice to make here. He just ran up into field goal range with that one, so here come the choices. Do they kick it here, or do they trust him to make another big play and possibly get a 1st down?
Fourth down. Here's Stroud. And it is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Gets by him at the 25. And boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 20-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Desperados nothing.
Second quarter down, it's our home team with possession, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Again, it's Robinson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Throw left side complete. That's Barnes. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Bills' 7-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Stroud. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Pickett on 2nd down. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
And the Bills' 1st down.
That's Olave bringing in another one. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 41, here's 2nd and a couple.
41-yard line.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. To the sideline and incomplete.
And that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 1st down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They start on the ground with Robinson here.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 7. Now to change things up, Stroud will throw it.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down.
And here's Ryan Wright now,
as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bills to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
Pickett back to throw. Pass to the right, and he's got McBride.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Pickett. He completes it to Olave.
And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Quick throw to Olave.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 8. Pickett right back to the air again. The pass caught by Olave. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 22 yards there, a first down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Pickett.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Pickett will look to throw it here. That went behind his man, incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And his kick is indeed good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Rio offense about to set up shop once again. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Stroud looking to throw.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now here's Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Stroud out of the gun here.
A quick throw, but incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
He's got the connection to Cooper. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call.
Throwing now is Stroud.
It's caught. Cooper. So the completion good for just 3. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
The throwing again is Stroud. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago, where it was the visiting Lions who come in and get the road victory. Justin Fields leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From Chicago, we head north to the home of their rivals as we check on the Packers at home in Lambeau. And they couldn't get the job done as they fall to the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Jalen Hurts, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. And lastly, we'll wrap up the week on Monday Night Football. Definitely one to tune in for, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New York Jets. has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
This taken in at the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give them 32 on the play. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Pickett sets up play action. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Off play action. Pickett. And that's going to be incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
They'll throw again with Pickett. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Bills' passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. Open man right side to St. Brown. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bills shaken up on the play.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now a 2nd and 10. Now Pickett.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Now Pickett. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And his kick here is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. Complete on the quick throw to Moore.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
At the 33-yard line.
Stroud will run the option left.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
Now a 3rd and 6.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
And Stroud now to throw. That is caught.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. His fifth catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Looking for and finding Amari Cooper again.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
At the 42-yard line.
Stroud working out of the gun.
Again, it's Cooper as he makes the catch. So the completion good for 6 yards. 3rd and 7 now.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Stroud will look to throw once more. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 39. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Robinson, he'll try the left side.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Bills' 39-yard line.
Robinson with another carry.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Stroud is hit and the ball is loose.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Pickett looking to throw on 2nd down. A short one here, caught by McBride.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
Looking to throw, Pickett.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
2nd down, here's Pickett.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was waving his arms wanting the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass and you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said,
thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Now the Rio offense set to take over. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Stroud. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick, but instead it's third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's good for 28 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. His throw incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here goes Stroud again.
And this is going to be intercepted.
It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So certainly a big mistake there, Charles. 1st and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on 1st down, there was no sense in trying to force something. Instead, they turned the ball over.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw complete to McBride.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 18 on the play. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
45-yard line.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th.
Stroud off the play fake.
Looking for Cooper, that's complete. On a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at their 48-yard line.
Robinson up the middle.
And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but It's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up the first and goal.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. Elijah Moore, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Desperados are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about...
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good, long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds. And obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter.
If you've been waiting all day for Sunday night, it's been worth the wait. All tied here in the fourth as the kick is away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. To the air on first down with Pickett. Tries the left side and finds Olave. Second down and 6 now from the 26. Handoff now to Robinson. And he'll take this up to the 30, the gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
They brought in a heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first and 10, it's Pickett. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's Pickett on second down. A short one here, caught by McBride.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. He's got...
Oh, no, he lost the football. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down.
Dialing up another pass here. Pickett.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown.
Chris Olave.
His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year.
And the Bills answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Now the Rio offense set to take over. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. On first down, here's Stroud. That's out wide here for Robinson.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line.
A shotgun snap to Stroud.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. On the give, here's Robinson.
Powerful running. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell him to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Well, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Now Pickett.
And this is going to be incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
And his kick is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The situation for them offensively as follows. Down by 10, a minute 51 on the clock. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery, but first things first. 1st and 10. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Here's Stroud. Smith and Jigba with the grab.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Stroud to throw it. Going right back to Smith and Jigba.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
On the draw, Robinson. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Now Stroud. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
Stroud.
That is caught. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's...
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And this is going to be recovered by the Bills, and that should all but do it. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.